I think connectivity is one of the key facets that really is going to drive the success of the SCO. Individual bilateral relationships have already demonstrated the potential here. The Karakoram Highway between Pakistan and China is often called the eighth wonder of the world. It's a highway in the mountains, very difficult to make. It took over 20 years to build. And that's what's really enabled trade and connectivity between our two great countries, China and Pakistan. Right now, countries like Pakistan and Uzbekistan are engaged in talking about how railway links can be built between Tashkent and Karachi, where we have the port. One of the aspects of connectivity that is often ignored is security. I think it bodes really positively that these two issues, security and connectivity, are both part and parcel of the agenda for the SCO.
One of the major points of economic integration, which is under the Shanghai Cooperation Agreement mission, we observed that younger generation of people from these three Central Asian countries are migrating to Russia and Kazakhstan, not only for earning money, but also for acquiring some professional skills. Right after graduation from their secondary schools, they are going to Russia and Kazakhstan, finding jobs, doing some jobs, and learning some elementary professional skills. When they are returning back to Tajikistan and Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Uzbekistan, they are using these professional skills.
Under the current global situation, SCO could play its very unique role. And also members of the SCO could even have more synergy of cooperation.
Of course, because SCO actually sits on the Euro-Asian continent, the geopolitical shift is actually moving toward the east. But the rise of Asian countries is not only China, it is also India, which has actually overtaken Britain to become the fifth largest economy. And with so many other countries on the move, I believe it shows a different world which is no longer dominated by the so-called liberal international order, because the international order is always an order of mixed religion, culture, society, and social system. So we always live in this kind of hybrid society, and the SCO, because of its inclusiveness, can certainly play a bigger role.
I hope we have one sentence from every one of you talking about your thoughts for the potential of SCO.
We should spread more and more knowledge about SCO and show real projects in SCO framework.
Dr. Abdullayev.
My suggestion is start creating free trade area for Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It will benefit for all countries, consumers, people, and increase the well-being of the region.
Dr. Gobole from India.
I'll be very happy to see something more concrete being done about stability and human security in Afghanistan as a first common step.
Dr. Zaidi from Pakistan.
The potential of the SCO is going to be actualized because the fact that 40% of the world's population and a substantial portion of global GDP belongs here. All of these things can grow at scale when these countries decide to get along, but it won't be decided by countries holding the SCO hostage to their bilateral issues. So I think there's a lot of countries that are going to have to grow with the vision of the SCO, and I'm fully confident that they will.
Last but not least, Senior Colonel Zhou.
Well, SCO is young, it is big, but I hope it will become strong. And for it to become strong, it needs substance. And first, to have substance, we need rules, regimes, and all these in place.